Hello, everyone
Hey,
listening out there. Welcome to episode 22 of Take It With a Grain of Sand. And this is an extra special, spooky special of Take It With a Grain of
yes,
Sand.
yes, it is.
We
Hmm.
got 3 spooky segments, but you're gonna have to wait and see what they are.
Yes.
So keep on listening, and Ricky, say your thing.
Okay. Yes, it is a thing, and yes, it is a really great intro. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so for this spooky segment, we take to Reddit to read up on some spooky Halloween stories.
Mm-hmm. We got some spooky stuff. I have some stuff to share with our audience during spooky season from Reddit. All right.
All right.
So
All right.
on this subreddit, I think it was r/ask Reddit. These are kind of old posts, but I think that they're still good to share. So here's some responses for some funny / creepy moments, Halloween experiences that people have had. All right.
Okay.
All
All
right, the
right.
first one up. It says, "This year, where all the clowns were about, me and my friends went out hunting them on Halloween, and we found one in a sketchy alleyway, so we shot him with a BB gun." They shot a clown.
Oh.
What year was that? Like
That was
2016?
2016. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the clown thing.
Yeah.
I don't think either of us did anything that Halloween.
Nah.
I don't remember any clown experiences.
I mean, I heard there were clowns in our city,
Yeah,
but
I don't think we
I
went
don't
out
know.
and found clowns. And we didn't go out as
No.
clowns either.
No.
I don't think we went anywhere. But this person
No.
shot they shot the clown. Alright. On to the second. It says, "One year, my dad tied a fishing line from the lamppost to the house, and then had ghosts hung from the line that also had fishing line tied to them. We could pull the ghosts up the line and let them go like a zip line. Well, on Halloween night, one kid came by trick-or-treating and literally dove on the ground trying to catch the ghosts. We were dying laughing."
Was that a kid dressed as one of the Ghostbusters? Because that's the only thing. That's the only explanation I could come up with to why he actually dove for the ghost.
Good one, Ricky P. Dove for the ghost. That's really interesting. Like, must have been a pretty small child. Why would the child try to attack the ghosts anyway?
Yeah, I mean, ghosts are transparent. Can't really touch it, and they fly so fast.
So they
You,
could
you need like you need like an actual vacuum in order to actually suck up a ghost.
vacuum.
Everybody knows that. Either a vacuum or
Obviously.
some sort of suction.
You need a
Can't just,
vacuum.
you can't just actually run up and actually try to grab a ghost. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't think the vacuum thing makes sense either. But
It's a little bit, just a little bit feasible.
I don't know about that. But I like this idea that they could just drop down the ghosts from the zip line and they would just fly across the yard. And this kid was trying to catch it. I like it. I like that. It's a cool idea. These people were in the Halloween spirit. Okay, here's the last one I have. It says, last Halloween, actually, like 4 months ago, I dressed as Sans the skeleton.
Oh.
And when I was walking down the sidewalk with my friend group, this group of teens crossed the road, saw me, and one of them yelled, "It's Sans! Let's jump him!" And I started running for my life in my slippers.
Oh, what? What?
That's pretty good. It's Sans! Let's jump him!
Oh, wow. I think it went too realistic on the source material.
Yes, I would say so. Oh man, a group of teenagers. Is there anything scarier? Like, I think I'm more scared of a group of teenagers than I am of a group of men.
Yeah.
Teenagers, they don't even know what they have to lose. That's the thing. Like, they don't, like, your mind isn't fully comprehending the consequences of your actions quite yet. And so, like, I feel like teenagers can't really see, like, way down the line what they're doing, the chain of events that they may be setting off in their life. So I feel like they have a lot to lose, but I don't think that they fully understand that. So that's what I think there's nothing scarier or like more dangerous. No other person's more dangerous than someone with nothing to lose. And teenagers don't realize how much they have to lose. So like that's the same. So I feel as though teenagers are pretty scary. 'Cause they'll just do whatever. They don't know. Like they're not worried about the consequences. So I hear a group of teenagers saying, "Let's jump her," and pointing at me. I'm scared for my life. I'm seeing my life flash before my eyes. I'm a baby again. I'm hoping my life insurance is gonna cover this type of death. I'd be thinking of everything.
No, do not think about life insurance. This person probably actually went from Sans to Sonic and just took off running as fast as they possibly can.
Gotta start bolting. You better Troy Bolton out of there.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, Ricky? Group of teenagers says, "Let's jump him." You're gonna be pretty scared, right?
Yes. But I can actually probably tell that they are really big Undertale fans.
Mm-hmm. But I don't understand. Let's jump him?
Yeah. Enemy. Gotta jump the enemy.
Yeah, but that group of teenagers, man, I'm crossing the street. I ain't messing with no gang of teenagers. I'm gonna just go about my business. That's scary. Okay. I think that's all we've got.
Wow. Pretty short.
Those were some fun Halloween tales.
Yeah.
We got the clown that was shot with a BB gun.
Yes.
We got the ghosts with the zip line and the child.
Yeah.
And we've got Sans the skeleton. Good stuff. How about y'all leave a comment and let us know which one was your favorite. And any funny Halloween stories that you have. Spooky, creepy, but funny. We're keeping it light.
Yeah.
Okay. So for this segment, we're doing one of our favorite recurring segments on this podcast, connecting an episode of SpongeBob to real life. And today, we've got a spooky edition.
Ooh,
We,
how spooky is it?
we got a pretty spooky episode. One that is kind of it's got some creepiness, some unknown, some just plain frustration. And I'm of course talking about none other than the iconic episode of SpongeBob, Rock Bottom.
Oh.
Let's break it down.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Rock Bottom starts out not so different than any other episode of SpongeBob.
Yes.
SpongeBob's gotta get on the bus. Right?
Yeah, from Glove World.
He's coming out of Glove World. He just wants to go home. But he gets on the wrong bus, unfortunately. And
yes.
He leaves. The bus leaves Bikini Bottom. And it goes to Rock Bottom, which sounds like just the most awful place. I mean, when you say someone hits rock bottom, that's not a good thing.
Yes.
And the bus does like a vertical drop straight down, 180 degrees straight down.
Yeah.
Into the pits of hell. And that's where SpongeBob is at. And he doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know what's going on. And he doesn't know how to get home.
Yeah.
Which, of course, is a great combination for just an awful situation right there.
Yes.
And then what? He just wants to get a bus back to Bikini Bottom.
Every time he's actually away from the bus stop, the bus just gets zoom on by. But every time he's actually standing at the bus stop, nothing happens.
It's the funniest thing. It's so annoying. Every single time the bus just pulls up as soon as he takes one step away. And then he stands at the bus stop and waits for the bus. No bus. As soon as he walks away. Oh my god. And then he's trying to talk to someone, but the people of Rock Bottom speak a different language.
Yeah, you have to actually rasp their tongues.
Yeah, they gotta go. They talk like this. They just gotta keep spitting between every word. And that's how they speak in Rock Bottom. And the guy, so SpongeBob's just trying to talk normal to this guy, and he's like, I don't understand your accent. Oh my god. And then so SpongeBob is spitting, this guy's spitting, and he's trying to get back to Bikini Bottom, and the guy's like, the last bus is right behind you.
5 seconds, and then the last one just zooms
and
on
it
by.
Just zips by. And these people, they look different. These aren't normal fish. They're like alien fish. Spooky deep sea.
Yes.
You know, like the deep sea fish look different. That's what these things are. They look different than like the top of the sea fish. Like these aren't minnows or flounders or whatever there are in Bikini Bottom. These are the deep sea crop. And
yes.
So everyone looks different, they talk different. It's truly like being in another country, basically. Like if we, the two of us Americans, picked up and just went to France. Different language, different people, different smells. So that's what SpongeBob's experiencing. He keeps trying to get a bus. He's cold, he's lost, he's scared.
I mean, it's down to, like, you know, at the end of the conversation, the guy actually went off and actually said it was closed. SpongeBob is still screaming for the bus until the lights actually went out.
Oh my god, he was just trying to get a bus, and the guy just gets so frustrated with SpongeBob, and SpongeBob's so frustrated with the guy that he just walks away. We're closed. Goodbye. And he's like, well, what am I supposed to do? And then what, Ricky?
Yeah. Once it's in the darkness, the advanced darkness.
Yes.
So they will actually go into tell there's a rationalist deep within. And that's when he actually just walks out the building. He's walking. Hears it really closer. Faster walking. Faster walking. Hears it really closer. Sprinting. So he ran into that vertical road.
Yep. He's out of places to go. And then what happens?
There was this fish earlier that I didn't really understand, and that was actually interested in the balloon, the SpongeBob had that he let go. He was chasing after the balloon. He was trying to actually chase after SpongeBob there to give him back the balloon.
Oh. Right. And then that's how SpongeBob gets home.
Yeah, the guy inflates the balloon, make it a little bit bigger so you can actually
lift him
up. Yeah.
To go up that vertical road. I don't even remember this. We don't be watching these episodes before. So I don't even remember this part. But yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, he gives him the balloon so he can lift back up. And that's how SpongeBob gets out of rock bottom. No bus, a balloon.
Yes.
Is that how things work in the ocean? You know what it is? Things with air in them float. So that would work.
Yes, it would.
Okay. What a great episode. It was just so annoying. Like 100 buses show up and SpongeBob can't get on a single one. Oh man, the public transportation system really failed SpongeBob that day. And I think that this was just kind of a spooky episode because, like, you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, you know it's gonna work out because it's a kid's show. But as a kid watching it, I remember being really annoyed and like, it's like, come on, SpongeBob, just get on our bus. Oh man. All right. So how are we connecting this to real life?
There are moments, and we definitely had moments of getting on the wrong bus.
Sure. Moments where you're feeling uncertain and you're in an unfamiliar type of place in your life. Or maybe, how about this? Maybe you're scared of rock bottom. What that symbolizes. Maybe you're scared of the unknown. You won't want to take the step because there might not be a bus to pull you back out if it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But you know what? SpongeBob was okay.
Yes, it was.
So you could take the steps to make a change. Make yourself happier, even if it's a risk. No matter what, it can't even be that bad. You know?
Yeah.
So you might as well take the risk, go to rock bottom, enter that unknown, and you might benefit from the experience. And if it doesn't work out, there's always a kid with a balloon from Glove World that'll lift you back to Bikini Bottom. What do you think of that? That was some deep stuff. I'm gonna give myself a round of applause for that one. That was good. That was just right off the dome too. I did not come up with that ahead of time. I'm freestyling over here. I think that concludes our segment of connecting an episode of SpongeBob to real life.
All right. Okay, so for this creepy segment, we're going to actually wrap up a top list, or just a list in general. But it's not going to be the top 10s or the top 5s. Nope. This time we're going to do like a top 4.
Top 4. We're doing our own thing.
Yes, on creepy moments in video games.
Yeah, so, Ricky and I, we're both gamers, and we also enjoy creepy conspiracy type of things involving games. Especially when we were
Yeah,
younger, we really consumed a lot of that type of content. And so today we want to just share a little bit of that with you. In case you didn't
okay.
know, these little creepy things about games for kids. These games aren't even
Yes.
we're not even talking about horror games. We're talking about games that are not supposed to be scary. They're supposed to be for children. And they've got some creepy stuff involved.
Yes.
So how about we start? I don't know. We don't really have an order. So our top 4 list is not in any particular order. Alright? So let's talk about Luigi's Mansion.
Alright.
That's your cue, Ricky. You know all about it. I don't know all about it.
Okay. Whatever, Luigi's Mansion was a game released for the GameCube right around 2001.
Mm-hmm. Very old.
And it's, I wouldn't really classify it as some sort of horror game, but
It's like
I mean,
kids scary though. Like Luigi's
not.
Mansion is a creepy kind of place, but it's supposed to be like scary for kids. Like nothing too out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I mean, it's still relatively lighthearted.
Exactly.
The story starts at Luigi won a contest for a free mansion, a contest that you don't really believe it didn't really exist, and you didn't even know it won. That was a
That's
picture of the fire.
obviously too good to be true. A free mansion. If they're giving away a mansion, something's wrong with it, obviously. But Luigi's clearly a dummy.
Well, Mario actually also believed it because he actually went there before Luigi.
Mm.
It actually has a map of the flyer that actually shows a clear sky mansion. He looks at it, he was like, yeah, that's the right address. Looks up, and it's sure enough, it's the exact opposite of what the flyer actually says. It's all scary, there's even like lightning actually striking.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, it turns out to be not a nice place. Surprise, surprise.
Yes. And it's infested with ghosts.
Infested with
That's the
ghosts,
general.
of course.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the general plot of it. Now, what makes this game a lot of things? What makes this game like unintentionally creepy, or just a couple of things with the game? And well, there's one in particular that has actually gone on a little bit infamous moment.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm not really that into the game, so I don't really know where this really takes place. It takes place during like a phone call where the Luigi's position behind. You actually view the back of Luigi on the phone, and there is the moment where lightning will strike. But it says his shadow being close to him is actually still right behind him in a hanging form.
Yeah, so I don't. Did you talk about the vacuum?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the shadow. So I've seen this a bunch of times, and yeah, I remember this being kind of a big thing. Like the shadow looks like Luigi has hung himself in this specific spot in the game. And yeah, that's kind of creepy. Like maybe, because now, just from seeing that, your mind can come up with so many stories. Like maybe the ghost drove Luigi insane, and he killed himself because of it.
Yes.
Um, something like that. It's kind of dark, very dark.
which actually corresponds with uh, what was thought of to be the original Game Over screen, which kind of drove us to that theory.
That the
Again,
ghost drove Luigi insane?
Yeah, it was just thinking that Luigi was dead theory. And this Game Over screen, it was thought of to be a Game Over screen, but not only... I forgot what it was now theory says, but it actually showed near the end, because originally the game was supposed to have a time limit, and you're supposed to save Mario throughout the time limit, and if you don't, then he's lost forever.
Oh,
which shows, and then like it.
That seems
and
like
then
a
it just
bit
plays
much.
this video. Yeah, it plays this like videos like. You get to zoom out of the mansion, you get Luigi stand in front of it. Lightning actually strikes, and it actually feels like that's very disturbing. It's like Luigi's face is just all, I would say, like, it was kind of fat. His eyes, it has like a purple shade above it, and it's like white. There's no pupils on it, and it looks very depressive, staring directly at the camera.
Oh man.
Which, yeah, Luigi, either two reasons. Luigi was possessed, or, again, was dead. Which still corresponds with that hanging.
Okay, here's another theory. Luigi is schizophrenic, and the ghosts are just the voices in his head. And the voices in his head tell him to kill himself. How creepy is that?
I'd never heard of that before.
Yeah, I just came up with that. That's off the dome. I'm on a roll today.
Wow.
I mean, you could really come up with anything. Like, why would Luigi want to hang himself? Maybe he's tired of being in his brother's shadow. You know, Mario's the one that gets all the attention. And also, the color red is more eye-catching anyway. So I feel like the eye is always drawn to Mario. Luigi really doesn't get his dues.
Yeah.
That might, maybe he wanted attention. You know, who knows? But that's kind of it for the creepy pasta of Luigi's Mansion. You all can come up with your own theories. We gotta move on to one of my personal favorites, Mario Galaxy 2.
The sequel to the original release of the Wii in 2011. No, not 2011, 2010. Okay. Everyone knows about it. And I forgot what the name of the galaxy was where this occurred. Do you remember?
No. No, but that doesn't even really matter.
I mean, but still, it is a specific spot. It was like lava world or something. You start out, you load into the level, you turn it. You go into first person, turn your camera immediately to the left, and then look up. And then there's these three shadowy figures staring down.
It's like they kind of look like rocks with eyes.
Yes.
How would you describe them? They're like in they're in the shadows.
It's like, yeah, it's like some ghostly figures. They have some of them have arms. Like, there was one in particular that looked like they had on.
I gotta see a picture of this, because I haven't looked up this in a while. Mario Galaxy 2 creepy figures. Yes. Okay, let me look at these images. Because this was another pretty popular one. Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's these three things. one of them looks like a little rock. It's like a little tiny one. And then there's like a big one with long arms that goes all the way down to the ground. And then a third one way on the right that's like medium size with little arms. It kind of looks like the shadow of maybe a little chick. But there's no features. They're just black with holes for eyes. Like you can see the background through their eye holes.
Wow.
And they're like kind of spooky. It's like they're looking down at you. Like they're like way up on a cliff. And they're like peering down towards Mario. And what I remember is that like people discovered these in the game. And they're like, what is this? And they looked it up somehow, like in the game's, what, in the code of the game?
Yeah, the files.
Yeah, and
there's no way
that told them, what it said in the files was that these things were trees. They're definitely not trees. I ain't never seen no tree look like these things, I'll tell you what. I ain't never seen no tree have arms to the ground and eyes. Like there's no branches. Like these things are clearly not trees. And I don't know. Like, what do you know what the theory is of what they actually are and what they represent?
One theory was that these were like, I don't know, some type of enemy in the beta stages of the game. They were actually simply called Hell Valley Sky Trees.
Right.
And that was to be like the name of the level. But
that got cut.
Yeah, it got cut. That's the known theory. It hasn't really been proven yet. And again, at the time of this recording, it still hasn't been proven. And it's been over 12 years.
Maybe it was just like,
actually 13.
Maybe it was supposed to be like an Easter egg. Like it's not even anything.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, something to find in the game.
Yes.
Because it's so random, like unlike the Luigi's Mansion one where you can like, I'm gonna stop saying like. And like in the Luigi's Mansion one where you can come up with a theory as to why, I don't think that you can really come up with a theory as to why these little figure things would be on the cliff in Mario Galaxy. It's so random, it makes no sense. It has nothing to do with the game. It has nothing to do with Mario as a character. So, I don't know. That just seems like some weird little thing for players to find. But it doesn't seem like there's any deeper meaning to me.
No.
Alright, I think that's it for that one. How about we move on to Pokemon Lavender Town Syndrome?
Okay, this one is pretty much one of the most famous creepy examples.
So from my research, what we've got here is it says that it's called Lavender Town Syndrome, which is the Pokemon Lavender theory that claims that a peak in children's suicides on February 27th, 1996 in Japan happened after visiting Lavender Town in Pokemon Red and Blue games on the Nintendo Game Boy. Which is insane.
Here's the thing, like, now it's really kind of unsettling. And it also is a complete detachment to the rest of the game. Nowhere in the game before or after will ever sound like that. But, and even if like the theory is actually a little bit creepy, I mean, you can just kind of accept the fact that it is just a theory. Because if this was actually real, the news coverage would have actually been international.
Yeah, I think it ended up being a hoax. Because,
Yeah.
like, why would children be committing suicide after playing this Pokemon game?
I mean, they actually said it was like during like the frequency.
The frequencies. Yeah, I kind of remember this in the news. It wasn't huge news. It was like, I don't know, I probably heard it on a podcast. I don't know. It
Nah,
wasn't.
there's no way.
It wasn't huge.
Nah.
It wasn't like a really big thing. It was, it was probably something that was probably made up. Maybe it was like a one-off coincidence type of thing, but it wasn't a bunch of different children were dying as a result of playing this game, going to Lavender Town in Pokemon Red and Blue.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I remember it was something like the frequency of, was it like flashing lights?
No, it had nothing to do with flashlights.
I thought that there was something else about Pokemon. It was about the show.
Yeah, that was a show. That was Electric Soldier Porygon.
What was that?
That was the one with the flashlight.
What was that making kids do?
That one, it was a segment in which there was a lot of flashlights, and a lot of kids were actually looking at the screen, and they developed epileptic seizures.
Oh. Well, that kind of makes sense.
Now, that would have been, like, the big news, like Lavender Child surgery.
Yeah, but I think that only happened in Japan. The version that aired in America didn't have that part. No.
There was no American version.
Oh, the whole episode was just scrapped.
Yeah, the whole episode. Goddamn, it was only released in Japan.
Okay. And so there's a lot of creepy stuff about Pokemon. I never really got into Pokemon, so I don't have any connection to this, but there's a lot of creepypastas involving Pokemon.
Yep.
Interesting. Alright. Here's our fourth and final creepy item on our list. Creepy game event thing. I don't what are we calling these?
creepy game moments.
Creepy game
theories.
Conspiracy theories. Okay, here's our fourth and final creepy game conspiracy theory. It's about Animal Crossing. You know it. You love it. It's that cute little game. Cute little game. Yeah. You're selling stuff. You have a house, whatever. I haven't really played it that much. But you know. So, what we got here. Just when you thought video game conspiracy theories couldn't make things any darker, they went and made Animal Crossing super creepy. This theory claims Animal Crossing is about human trafficking, making you an indentured servant and brainwashing you into joining a creepy cult. Actually, now that we think about it, that makes a lot of sense. That's what it said on the website that I got this from. That Animal Crossing's all about trafficking children. What do you think about that one, Ricky?
There is some possibility. I mean, it could explain why in the older games, like, playable character, one, is the only human in a single town. Two, has a semblance of a child.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like New Leaf and above where they actually upscale the character, but they still don't look like an adult. They still look like, I would say,
still looks like a little kid.
Still like 14 and 15.
Yeah, that is kind of strange, but that's kind of a thing with cartoons, though.
Yes.
Cartoons don't age. I mean, Family Guy has been on for like 25 years, and everyone on that show looks exactly the same. So, is it so crazy to think that the characters don't age?
No. Neither is it really crazy for a whole trafficking.
Yeah, it says
I mean,
it's some type you're being brainwashed into joining a creepy cult. That's the theory.
yeah.
But why
I
would
mean,
they want to make a game like that for children?
maybe they're hiding subliminal messages.
Perhaps.
It's not. I mean, it's not out in the open.
Maybe they're trying to
But
bring awareness.
yeah, they're just putting a little bit of hints.
Subtle awareness. That doesn't make any
Yes.
sense. If you want to bring awareness to something, you would just come out and say it. But I don't know,
Yes.
maybe it is like subliminal messaging kind of awareness towards the issue.
Yeah.
I don't know. This theory is pretty crazy, but the author of whatever article I read about this stuff seems to believe it.
Nah.
I don't know what to think. I don't really know that much about Animal Crossing, but it being about human trafficking seems kind of out there.
Yes. Really.
Yeah, well, I think that concludes our top 4 list about
Alrighty.
creepy game conspiracies. And that concludes our show for today. Take it with a grain of sand. Thank you for listening. And remember to
take it with a grain of sand.
Yeah, that.